Hey everybody, it's Toya Tillett and I'm back with another video. This is the review of Tyler Perry's Sistas Season 6, Episode 19. The title of the episode is Dear Karma. Y'all, because Karma done came back around on Andy. So, we start the episode off where Danny was up in there telling the girls, she was telling Andy, you need to let her know before she had this baby. Straight up. Like, she deserves to know. So, Penelope, she walked in and she overheard everything that was said. So, she like, what? What is going on? Tell me what? Tell me. Like, Penelope choked up right now, okay? Choked up, yoked up, y'all. Poor Penelope. So Andy didn't really want to tell her. She was like, you need to talk to Gary. You need to talk to your fiance. Penelope was saying, no, I need to talk to you. You need to tell me. And I'm not going to lie. I agree with Andy. I feel like she should talk to Gary as well as Andy. Like, right now, you need to be calling him inside. Like, no, we need to get to the bottom of this. All of us. Yeah, like, go get Gary. Yeah, and you need to talk to me too. But clearly, Gary needs to be in the room. I feel Andy. I shouldn't be the only one that has to confess. He needs to confess right along. You know. So, Penelope is like, you need to tell me. Tell me. Just tell me. So, Danny, she couldn't hold it in no more. Y'all know Danny can't even hold water. So, she just said straight up, they've been together for years. So, Penelope was like, what? So, Penelope, she want to know when. Andy, she was like, this is not my place. And Penelope, she said, this is your place. Like, clearly, it is your place. Just as well as Gary. That's why I'm saying call him inside as well. So, she was like, you were fucking him, so it is your place. So, now Andy, she like, look, she in the daze. She don't know what to say. She telling Danny, like, hush, like, you saying too much. Because Danny, she finna spill it all out. So Andy telling Penelope to sit down. You might want to sit down for this. Penelope like, I don't want to sit down. Just tell me. Please, Andy, just tell me. So, y'all, it's real emotional. Andy don't want to say. So she was like, are you sure? Penelope said, yes. Tell me. Please. And Danny and Sabrina gave Andy the green light. They was like, she deserved to know. So now, y'all, here go the big one. So Andy told her straight up, we are in love. And she was like, I thought that I was going to be where you are right now. I guess she meant like pregnant and engaged. So she told her that it didn't work out. But she tried to make it work with Gary. But, things just didn't work out. So there they are. And like Penelope, she had to take a deep breath because this is a lot. So I guess Andy told Penelope that Gary had proposed to her. I didn't hear her say that part, but Penelope was asking when. I don't know if it was something wrong with the editing or whatever, but Penelope asked when. And Andy said about a week ago. So she was like, yeah. And Penelope was like, so I'm pregnant and he asked you to marry him? And Andy shook her head, yeah. And y'all, Penelope, she probably do need to take a seat because she about to lose it. Okay, so y'all, not only did Gary propose to Andy a week ago, while Penelope is 7 months pregnant, come to find out, like I guessed, but he also gave Penelope the same ring that he tried to give to Andy. The same shit he pulled with Jasmine. When he gave that same ring to Jasmine that he tried to give to Andy. He done pulled the same shit with Penelope, y'all. Gary and his pattern of game. Whack ass game. Let me say that. Okay. Then, just to go along with his whack ass game. Y'all, he had the nerve to tell Penelope, because she overheard him talking on the phone with Andy one day. And he told Penelope that was one of his buddies at work. Because y'all know Andy is basically, it could be a guy and a girl name. Either way. So yeah, he pulled the slick one again, y'all. Gary is so full of shit. So Andy smelled her perfume. She was like, "You're wearing Laneka." Mm-hmm. And it rung a bell in Penelope's head. She was like, "Yeah." And so Andy said, "Yeah, he bought it for me too when we were in Paris." And they both said it together. Yeah, Paris. So y'all, Andy, he pulling the same shit with different women. Y'all, this dude need to be stopped. And y'all, why Penelope so piped up at Sabrina? Like Sabrina trying to console her. She like, "Don't touch me. Don't touch me. That bastard." Like, calm down a bit. Damn. You need to be piped up like that on Gary. That's why I said bring his ass in the house. Because you need to calm down a bit. Like, Sabrina ain't doing that to you. She just trying to console you. She don't even know you, lady. And she up there, "Don't touch me. Don't touch me." Like, damn. Calm down. So, in the midst of all of this, here come the guys walking back in the house. unknowingly about what's going on. Okay? So, they noticed the look on Penelope's face and everybody else's face too. And so they like, what's going on? What's happening? So, Gary, he the last one to walk in. Y'all know he creeping through. So, everybody looking at Gary and Danny just said it straight out. She was like, "Y'all need to be asking him." Yeah. Ask him what's going on. That sneaky bastard. Clearly. So Danny, she looked at Gary and she was like, "Tell him, Gary. Tell him." And Penelope was like, "Yeah, tell him." So Danny was like, "Yeah, you better tell him before I do, because what I say, you ain't gonna like it." And so Gary tried to play hard. He messed up then. Talking about, "Danny, I thought you was leaving." So Danny was like, "Oh, I'm leaving? I'm leaving." Here go Gary to my, "Oh, the for me." Danny must have lost it then. She said, "Oh no, he was sleeping with my friend and your sister at the same damn time. Yes, okay. Sharing dick. Period." Put Gary out there. Put Gary all the way out there on blast. And that's what his ass get. But no, Danny didn't stop there. She had to let Jordan know the whole thing. She said, "I ain't finna tell you half of the story. I'm finna give you the whole the whole book, okay?" Not only did he ask Andy to propose to him. I mean, not only did he ask Andy to marry him, but he turned around and gave your sister the exact same ring. Not only did he buy your sister an apartment, but he also bought Andy a penthouse. You remember that Rolls Royce that she's driving? Yeah. He cashed out on that. Okay? Danny laid it all out on the table. That's what I'm talking about. Bring it on. Bring it on. So Andy finally asked the question that I've been wanting her to ask. "How far along are you?" Penelope said 7 months. Y'all, Andy walked off and Jordan, he wanted to jump on Gary ass on sight. I'm telling you, like, they had to hold him back. I was like, "By time. Finally. I've been waiting on this energy from Jordan when it come down to Gary, because you've been acting green this whole time like you don't know what's going on." Yeah, clearly. You should have read the room in the beginning. Y'all, funny part is, Tony wasn't going for it, y'all. He told Gary, he said, "This ain't what men do. This is what little boys do. I should take my belt off and whoop your ass." Y'all, it reminded me of the scene on Baby Boy when he lined them dudes up. And when he got to the end, the dude had heart, so he was like, "I ain't gonna knock you out, but I am gonna whoop your ass though." Y'all, that was too funny. So now, look like to me, they about to jump Gary. Gary better get the fuck up out of there. Y'all, Gary showing out now. He telling Penelope right there in Andy's face that Andy wasn't nothing but a side piece. Okay? And that Penelope is the only woman that he ever loved. The only woman that he ever want to marry. Yeah. And I'm like, do Penelope even know about Jasmine? What do you mean? Because you just went through a divorce, Gary. Like, what's up? And then your son with autism. It make me wonder, do Penelope even know about him? Like, have you even went to see about him, Gary? Like, you really raising a bunch of questions with the way that you moving. For real, for real. So he up in there giving Penelope a bunch of bullshit right there in front of Andy. The same thing that he did to Andy in front of Jasmine in her apartment. Whenever Fatima rolled him in the laundry basket. Yeah, I forgot which season it was, but going back to that. And then he poured his heart out after Andy went and got Jasmine out the car and brought her upstairs to her apartment. Yeah. Poured his heart out to Andy. You're the only woman that I want. You're the only one. Same shit he doing Penelope. Gary, go have several seats. I'm sick of you. I'm glad Penelope didn't fall for that whoop-de-whoop. She told Gary to get the fuck out. Clearly. And so, right after Gary left, that's when Andy left. And all the rest of the girls, they left too. But before Andy left, excuse me, Jordan, he asked Andy, did she know? And Andy told him no. I did, like, of course not. No, Andy didn't know. Andy was blindsided just as well as Penelope in this situation. Long story short, we see Maurice at the gay bar, and he's partying away, celebrating the fact that he done got off from the case. The case was dismissed. Congratulations. So, he's talking about how he got to go talk to the manager in the morning to get his job back and everything. Yeah. As he's partying, here comes a random guy come up to Maurice, said that he don't really do gay bars, and he was on his way home, but he seen Maurice, so he had to come up and talk to him and everything. And so Maurice thought that the guy was one of those, what they call heterosexual straight men that's partying in a gay bar because he's on some DL shit. Yeah. But the guy told him, no, I'm actually a gay man. I just don't really do bars. That's all I meant by that. So they have small talk. And the guy talking about, can we walk down the street to the park? I like to do parks. What time of night it is? And I just met you. I'm not doing no park with you. Are you serious? Why do we have to go away from the crowd just to hang out? If we both at the party and we met at the party, why we can't hang out at the party? It's giving suspicious, new guy. Yeah. So, Maurice gave him a little small talk and went on by his business, started talking back to Chris or whatever. So, I'm glad hold on, y'all. So, back over here in the car with Sabrina, Andy, and Danny. They headed to Karen's house because everybody looking long-faced and I guess don't want to go home right now. So, they stopped by Karen's house. So, they called her first to let her know that they finna come by there. To let her know what happened, basically. Yeah. So, she said, okay, well, I'll be here whenever y'all get here. Now, at first, Sabrina was like, nah, we not gonna go. But then they went on and made up their mind that they gonna go. So, over there is Zach and Fatima's house. Zach, he can't sleep. So, Fatima, she roll over and they start talking about little Michael. Zach, he's worried about his son right now. So, he can't sleep, eat, think straight, nothing right now until he get little Michael straight. And I hope that he really get that situation straightened out quick. So, move right along from that. Now we see Gary. He go by Hayden's house to get some advice from him, which I don't know why. Hayden can't even seem to keep his own woman. So, he sit down with Hayden and he explained to Hayden what had just happened. He was like, I was messing around with this woman and I went to her brother's house for a barbecue and Andy popped up at the barbecue. And so Hayden was like, well, just tell Andy that you don't even like her like that you don't like the woman like that, and move on with life. But Gary was like, no, it ain't that easy and simple right now because the woman that I've been dealing with is pregnant. Yeah. And I said some crazy shit to Andy. So neither one of them want to talk to me right now. So Gary going through it, which he should, because he done took these women through it, clearly. So he asking Hayden for advice. Somebody, you a lawyer, you smart, right? First of all, every lawyer is not smart by default, but I'm gonna let you have that one. So basically, it was a blank trip. It was a dummy trip because he didn't get no information from Hayden that he was looking for, basically. And not only that, he was trying to bring Hayden into his misery because misery love company, right? So yeah, that's why he was telling Hayden that girl don't even like you like that, when Hayden was like, I got my thick thing waiting for me upstairs. So I mean, it ain't my problem. So Gary, he was like, she don't even like you like that. All these like Gary, you need to be worrying about your own problems right now because you got many, many of them. So the girls, they finally pull up at Karen's, and everybody come plopping down on her couch looking long-faced and sad. Karen like, what's going on? So Danny, she started throwing a little shade from, side to side. And Andy, she like, okay, well, just go ahead and rub it in, Danny. Go ahead. And Danny was like, I'm not trying to rub it in, You should have been telling Gary that because he the one that done rubbed it in all in your face, if you ask me. So, after about a minute of silence, Andy went on and told Karen, I found out that Gary was engaged at Jordan's barbecue. So Sabrina was like, Jordan is the new guy, letting Karen know because Karen lost the tail. Like, who the fuck is Jordan? Barbecue, what? Gary. Okay. So she was like, oh man, Andy, I'm sorry to hear that. Like, but she's taking it slowly and Andy get it out and everything because y'all, this a tough one. So Andy continued and she let Karen know that the girl is pregnant, very pregnant. And Penelope was letting them know how the guy that she was with was such a good guy and he bought her a car, he bought her an apartment, and he goes to Sabrina talking about, but it wasn't a rose. I'm like, they play all day. They can't keep it serious for nothing. So Andy also told her that Gary proceeded to tell Penelope that Andy wasn't but a side piece and that she wasn't marriage material and so on and so forth. So Karen was like, I knew I ain't like that motherfucker for a reason. Like, I knew his ass wasn't shit. He ain't gonna never be shit. So Andy, she was like, well, why am I sitting here feeling like shit? Y'all, Andy blaming herself right now. She feel like it's her karma because Gary was cheating on Jasmine, his wife, his ex-wife, with her. Y'all remember the trips to the gym that Gary would go to the gym every morning? Yeah. His gym was AKA Andy's bedroom. Okay, that's where he was doing his push-ups and shit at. Alright? Now, Andy knew about that all along. She knew about Jasmine. She would even let him go answer the phone and everything, talk to her and tell her that, I gotta go because, my wife, she even knew that he was about to get ready to divorce her. So Andy she was playing the games right along with Gary. Okay? And so I can't understand why she feel like this is her karma because she took a part in breaking Jasmine's heart, helping him break Jasmine's heart and fuck over her. So now he's doing the same thing that he did to get me. He's doing the same thing to me. Like, he cheated on his wife with me. Now he's cheating on me with another woman that he's about to marry and go have a happy family with. Like, what's up with that? So that's how Andy feeling right now, y'all. And I can't blame him. So Karen suggested to Andy that she do what she's doing, which is go without dating for a while. And I'm thinking in my head, okay, well, I guess Preacher Man Aaron is out the picture after all. Boop. By time. And the reason I say that is because these men got women popping out the woodworks from left and right. We got Aaron over there with Jennifer. We got Preston bringing in Mindy. And now we got Gary with Penelope. It's just too much going on. I wonder who Calvin gonna introduce us to next, y'all. It's just a lot. So I feel like all of these women should take Karen's advice and her suggestion, which is no dating for a while. Get to know yourself. Get to love yourself. Understand what you want for real. Like, because, no, it's just too much happening. So now, y'all, as Zach and Fatima was asleep, they got a phone call. So Fatima, she popped up out her sleep. And it was the neighbor, Heather's neighbor, the nosy neighbor, yeah. So, remember Fatima had gave her number and told her to give her a call if she, see anything suspicious. So, she told Fatima, you need to get up right now and get over here. Y'all need to get over here right now. The ambulance is so many ambulances out here right now. I don't know what's going on, but y'all need to get here. So Fatima, she like, what's going on? Is it the baby? Is it little Michael? What's wrong? What's wrong? The neighbor can't tell her nothing because the neighbor don't know nothing. She just looking out her window. And all she sees is ambulance trucks and police is like, get here now. So y'all, I don't know what's what, but we're going to pray for little Michael. Because I just pray that he come out of this in good condition. And they need to put Heather where she belong, underneath the jail. Because ain't no telling who she done left little Michael with this time that done caused damage upon this boy to the point where the ambulance has to come. Or who knows, she probably did it herself. Because remember, the neighbor said that ain't no men been coming around here lately. Ever since y'all did what you did, ever since she pointed at Fatima. She said she pointed at Zach. Ever since you did what you did, not knowing that Fatima was the one that pulled them strings. But yeah, she already made it clear that ain't no men's been coming by. So ain't no telling y'all. Heather probably done put hands on little Michael herself. But I just know one thing. They better hurry up and get there and do something about it. But we going to see you on next episode. Until then, thank y'all for watching. This is your girl, Toya Taylor. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so. And also, hit that notification bell button so you know when I come through with more videos. Until next time, I hope y'all have a great night. Peace.